Welcome to Radio Nation. It is your host, Nicholas Pescott here. Tonight on the program, we have our taped interview with Candice. She'll be heading out on tour from Toronto to Vancouver, British Columbia. She'll also be stopping in her hometown of Melville, Saskatchewan. So, I hope you enjoy the interview, and here it is. Candice, thanks a lot for taking the time to do this tonight. I really appreciate it. And of course, the reason we're chatting is your new album, Against the Concrete Wall, is going to be coming out in 9 days. So, first question for you right off the bat is, what are your thoughts? Give me a sense of what this album is like, what people can expect to hear on it.
Well, I like to say that this album it's positive, empowering, uplifting music, and I don't know. I like to describe it as music to touch the heart and move the body, because it has like a good groove to it, but then it also has like themes and messages that are really sincere for me lyrically. So yeah, it's got a good variety in it. One ballad on the 6-song EP. But I worked very hard on it, so I'm really excited to share it with everyone. So
you mentioned themes and messages. Any sort of particular themes or messages that you really try to get through to people in this album?
I don't want to spoil anything, of course.
Fair enough.
But I'm always just like interested in thoughts about life and appreciating moments, and like there's always like the bittersweet sides of everything. That there's like the good and bad of kind of every life situation, and it's kind of I like to try to take lyrics and try to show both of those sides, but still swing it in a positive way to be like, I don't know, the beauty of life sort of thing, to get really, really into it really quickly. But yeah, just appreciating the moment and kind of themes about believing yourself and some fun songs that are just about like love and how great love feels, and we have a good variety, so I think it'll be an entertaining EP for sure.
One of the things that I wanted to ask, were there any sort of challenges that you've either faced, that you overcame when creating this album? Anything that really sort of set you back?
Nothing that really, I can't say anything that monumentally set me back. It's always like, I think that any musician knows that when you're creating something, you're so excited that you just want to go, but I guess it's always like patience. Patience is always something that has to be practiced, and you have to remind yourself to just go with the flow of things, because there's some little setbacks here and there, but you just have to, I just try to follow the path and hopefully relax into the flow of things. So yeah.
Perfect. If you're just listening here, this is Candice live on Radio Nation. Candice, one of the things I wanted to ask is, of course, you're going to be heading on a Western Canadian tour that's going to take you all through Western Canada, including a stop in your hometown of Melville, Saskatchewan. Let's just talk a bit about the tour, thoughts heading into it.
I'm really excited. This is going to be my first tour, so it's completely a tour to promote the new album coming out. So I'm really, really excited to. I'm from Saskatchewan, so like you said, from Melville, Saskatchewan. I'm really excited to just, go to these cities and meet new people and see old friends and perform and share my music. I'm just delighted to just be on the road and traveling around, and I'm just so excited to, just have an adventure.
Now, of course, one of the stops on your tour is in Vancouver at the Railway Club, which you just announced, which is pretty exciting. I know before we started the interview here that we were talking about that show. So I guess, what are your thoughts? Have you been to Vancouver before? Have you had I know you really said you haven't had a chance to play in Vancouver, but have you been to Vancouver before at least?
I have. I've been to Vancouver twice, and I absolutely love it. I think it's such a beautiful place. I think that BC as a whole is just stunning, and I think that BC is the miscongeniality of provinces. Everybody seems to like BC, and so do I. But I'm really happy to come out to Vancouver again and sort of touch that side of the country, and then I'm going to swing back around and come on back. But it'll be nice to, be out there and see the beautiful scenery and all that good stuff. So.
Yeah, since the last time I chatted with you, which was quite a while ago, I probably want to say like sometime last year, at least like summer of last year. You've done a lot in that time, and one of the things that you've done is you've put together a couple music videos. One of them being "Go On" with featuring Juno winner Jordan, which is pretty cool. Let's talk about that music video and that song.
That was just like an interesting kind of, it just came together, and I think one day that I just, we were looking for another song to put on the EP, and then it landed up being a track that had already been recorded by Jordan, and then it just happened, like, I work with his producers. His producers are my producers, so that's how we kind of got that whole collaboration going. And then it landed up that I took the tune and I kind of rewrote it, and then sang on it as well, and then it kind of just all came together, and then I just fell in love with this idea for a music video and decided I was going to produce it, and then Much Music backed it up, and life is pretty good.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess when something like that happens, I guess life is pretty good.
Yeah. So it worked out.
Now, the other video I wanted to ask about was I Got This, which is, I had a chance to, I've watched both of them. What was the filming like for that video?
That was just a fun, laid-back shoot. We were on Sugar Beach in Toronto. It was actually filmed during the Toronto Wine and Spirit Festival. We were on the grounds for the festival, and we were just kind of hanging out on the beach and just shooting some like laid back footage of me just kind of singing, which is kind of like my personal anthem on the album. So it tells a lot of truths from my own life and my own sort of passing coming to Toronto, and true thoughts and true almost like, I want to say, diary entries almost that came into the lyrics for that song. So yeah, it was a fun day of hanging out on the beach and just kind of filming my first music video, and yeah, enjoying.
Now, one of the last questions I want to ask you is you've done a lot in the last little while, and it's an exciting time for you. So, following the tour, following the album release, what's your plans going forward?
Oh, there's so much. It never ends, but it's good. I love being busy. So, we have the album release, and then the tour, and then when I come back, we might organize. We're in the process of possibly organizing like a ending tour show here in Toronto, and then I actually just filmed my next music video today, so I'm a little bit exhausted. I've been up since about 5:30 this morning.
Wow.
But yeah, we finished that music video today, and so yeah, going into fall, probably I want to say hopefully around October-ish, we will release the next single off of the EP,
cool.
paired with the music video. So yeah.
One of the last things I want to ask you is, and I know you're just about to put out a new album, so this is a question that's going to sound a little strange, but have you been working on material for another album, or putting together some thoughts for another album down the road?
Well, my mind is constantly. I like to say that I live by the law of inertia. So I never stop thinking. So I'm thinking a lot of. My focus is mainly on this album and the songs on this album to give them a life. And but yeah, I do have thoughts of like where do I want to go next, and kind of drawing up kind of a loose framework of what I think that will look like. Slowly but surely. I just kind of let things percolate, and they seem to take shape on their own, if that makes sense.
One of the other things that I do want to ask is it's always interesting to hear of artists from Toronto that are coming out to Vancouver. Obviously, lots of artists have done it in the past. Lots will do it after you. What's the process like to book shows and to get out and play? Talk to people at venues that you've never even heard of or never been to before. I mean, what's that whole process like, and how was it for you?
I think that people are pretty welcoming. Like, I have help in terms of a couple of friends that are people that I know, I guess I should say, that are booking agents that have helped me kind of find my way and help me get a few gigs here and there. And then some of it is just, a lot of it is just networking. And I find that people are very friendly, especially in BC. Like, shout out to BC. Y'all are, like, wonderful. Everybody was so welcoming in terms of, like, offering show dates and, like, places to stay. And, like, so BC has already a good place in my heart. It already did before that, but now it's, like, they boosted it up even more.
Is there anything you really want to, when you come away from this tour, I mean, what are you hoping to take away anything other than just, a lifetime worth of experience kind of thing? Or is there certain things you want to say, I want to have done this, or I want to have met this many people, or what the sort of things, I guess, do you want to take away?
I just want to live in performing every night and just enjoying being on stage. I just want to, like, soak up every moment of it. I don't want to put any concrete thing of, like, of course I want to sell, like, albums, and that's a thing, and that is for every musician. It's the business side of it. But really, like, I just want to sing for people, and I want to connect with people, and I want to meet people across the country, and I just want to enjoy every second of it. I just want to sing and connect. That's it. That's what it always comes down to.
Now, of course, with Vancouver, as you know, it's like Toronto. There's plenty of musicians out here in Vancouver, and there are plenty of recording studios and that sort of thing. Any plans to sort of wander around and just venture by a few of the labels here in Vancouver, or venture by and try to find some musicians that you maybe have communicated with off the internet and chat with them and meet them? And
no plans just yet per se. I might see what I can cook up there. It just depends on how much time we actually have in Vancouver, because we've got a pretty tight schedule going right now. But we'll see. I do have actually my radio promoter lives in Vancouver, so we'll see.
Perfect.
I'm always cooking up something, so.
Well, Candice, it's always a pleasure to talk to you, and I'm looking forward to having a chance to see you perform. I fully plan on coming. It just depends on work and the schedule, but I'd like to definitely come out, and I definitely have it written down on my calendar as something to venture over to Vancouver and do, which, being in Nanaimo, I actually don't do a whole lot is go to Vancouver. I think I've been once since I moved out here, so.
Yay, that makes me happy to hear.
So I plan on it. Well, anyway, Candice, thank you very much for taking the time to do this tonight. I really appreciate it, and best of luck on your tour. And there you have it. That is our interview with Candice Sand. I want to say thanks a lot for each and every one of you for listening tonight. It's been a privilege and an honor to have each and one of you join us on the program. I'll say thanks to Candice for coming on the show, and it has been a lot of fun here. I know we haven't been live a lot lately. In fact, we haven't been live in almost a year now, which is scary to think how fast time goes. Just a quick update. We're still trying to get things going. The most I can really say is because of my job situation, I'm not able to get live as soon as I want to, and that's typically because I'm under some kind of contractual obligation. So we're looking at ways to get live and to do certain things, but I want to say thanks a lot again for everybody for listening, and be sure to follow us on Twitter at Radio_Nation. Don't forget to check out our YouTube page, www.youtube.com/RadioNationMedia, and our Facebook page, www.facebook.com/RadioNation.ca. Thanks a lot for listening. I'll be heading to California next week, and hopefully I'll be able to meet some exciting people and catch up with a few artists down there. Thanks again for listening, and so long and good night. We'll be going back to server music after this.